So here is a beer that was brewed so that the owners of 3 or 4 bars in Dublin didn't have to put Punk IPA on the taps, that they had an alternative. That's pretty cool. Hey, welcome back to Views on Brews. I'm Brendan, and this beer is Viet Now. It's taken a very long time to see this beer being canned because it was brewed exclusively for, it says on the back here, on draft in PMax, Blackbird, Cassidy's and PMax and Dundrum in Dublin. Basically, the owners of these bars decided that they wanted to get a brewery to brew them a beer that was really strong hoppy bitterness, so that they could have something on their taps to rival the likes of Punk IPA, and that's really cool. So here is Viet Now IPA, brewed by Trouble Brewing in Kildare. They are in Old Mill Industrial Estate in County Kildare in the Republic of Ireland. And Trouble Brewing I've absolutely loved the whole way through because they really kicked off a lot of the really ultra modern craft beer scene here in Ireland with their pop art bottles and their dark arts porter, Deception, Sabotage, all of these really cool bottle labels and really good decent beer to back it up. But one of the beers that you could only get on draft was this beer here, and it was brewed in partnership basically. So sometimes you might get a bar asking for a brewery to brew them a specific beer that would be just theirs. So I don't know how now it's on general release, but we're all the better off for it because a Viet Now IPA is an absolute banger with huge bitterness. It's a real West Coast style IPA, and I guess Punk IPA is in that same vein because Punk IPA I think has Artium hops in it and really mountains and mountains of hops in it. This beer has mountains of hops in it as well. It's got Simcoe, Chinook, Centennial, Mosaic and a couple of others. It's got 5 or 6 different hops in it. 5.5%. Could only get it tapped until recently in Dublin, and this was the glass from Trouble Brewing. You can see their pop art on the spare a thought for all those who wish they were holding this glass right now. I treasure this glass in my glass collection, but I'm going to use the old Delirium snifter glass because I want to try and pick out some of the flavors in this beer. Okay, let's have a look at this beer. So it's in a 440ml can, which a lot of craft breweries can in their range in 440ml, which is perfectly fine. And already, I'm just going to leave a bit in the can there actually. I'll try and pop that a bit nearer so you can see the can. Really cool can design. Very strange name, Viet Now, but I love it, absolutely love it. Mountains and mountains of like caramel piney bitterness on the nose, even before you get to it. It's got about a centimetre head on the beer. Really sort of amber coloured beer with a bit of haze to it, not much clarity, certainly tons and tons of hops going on in there. Yeah, they've also got so what is it, you've got Simcoe, Amarillo's the other hop actually, Simcoe, Amarillo, Centennial, Mosaic and Chinook I believe are the hops in this beer. It doesn't label them on the can, so I had to do a bit of digging around to find out that. But those hops are absolute bangers, and they go right the way through from citrus to stone fruit to tropical. Just really dank, piney, resinous sort of hops. All those sort of really American sort of, American big hitting West Coast IPA hops. So type of beer that I absolutely love. Nice thick staying head, slightly off tan colour head. Really old school style now to see this sort of amber sort of color in an IPA. All the new IPAs now are, you know, all hop forwards, whereas this one is all hop bitterness and perhaps a little bit all the way through the brewing process as well. But on the nose, it's just, I absolutely love this. I always find these IPAs border on amber beers, amber sort of style beers. They're very, very malty and caramelly, and a bit of breadiness, bit of toffee going on. But I'm getting off of that just a mild bit of citrus, a lot of floral. It just the aroma is, even though you can't taste the aroma, you just know that it's going to be bitter when you get it close to you. Mainly caramel on the nose. Let me go one more little time here. Mainly caramel. Bit of floral, bit of citrus. Not much to speak of on the nose. It's not meant to be that kind of a beer. Anyway, cheers, Sláinte, and let's have a little taste of this beer. It's just an absolute banger of a bittered IPA. Straight away, the bitterness just immediately takes over your mouth. It's just fantastic. A really great way to start. It's almost like the missiles on the front of this beer are just like, this is an explosion of hops in your face. Maybe that's how they came up with the design, I don't know. Citrus and pine melded with like a bright floral and amber type malty character going on. It's not one of these beers that has masses of tropical notes to it, but you're getting grapefruit, you're getting a bit of citrus, pine, resin, and it's all just melded together with this malty caramel. Just delicious. I absolutely love this beer. I love it, and it does for me what a lot of newer style IPAs don't do for me, because everybody's taste buds are different, everyone's palate's different, and everyone craves something different. I'm inside right now. It's raining outside, the middle of summer. It's not very warm. I just want a real heavy, dank, bittered IPA. I don't want something that's made with Pilsner, wheat and oats right now. So when I do want that, I go to those, very light coloured IPAs with, all of the hops fired in at Whirlpool only. But right now, this is just what I want to drink. Yeah, nothing. I would say perhaps a bit of stone fruit going on in here somewhere. Now it has Amarillo in it, and it has Mosaic. Definitely can give you a bit of that. Mosaic can give you a bit of berries, mixed berries like blueberries, or just bright red berries, like an overall impression of berries, not specific. I think Mosaic is more along the lines of blueberry, but I really don't differentiate that from just like a berry character, let's say. It's oily, but not to the point where it takes over the palate, which I kind of like. It's just that citrus finish at the end of it. It's just like it gives itself a little tick at the end of each sip. So you get that caramel, you get that big mouthful, you're getting a whole load of resin, but there's just that little citrus bit at the end. It's just so well made. I love this beer. And when I was in the shop picking this beer up, it was 3 for €9. So sometimes if I get if there's like a pick and mix or a mix and match. If there's 3 for £9, I'll try and get one of 3, you know, 3 different beers. But straight away, my mind was telling me get 3 of these. Now that says something alone, because a lot of us craft beer drinkers, we want to try the next beer the whole time. But I absolutely had no doubt in my mind that when I saw this was 3 for £9, I was getting 3 of them, and I'll go back and get 3 more. Lovely beer, fantastic, beautiful mouthfeel, medium heavy bodied beer. Not rich, not cloying, not overly sweet. A bit of breadiness to it, a bit of Maillard, touch of Maillard character to it, but loads of caramel and just loads of old school West Coast IPA hops. Absolutely fantastic. And that's my view on this beer, and it's also my view on this brewery, because they're just one of the great breweries in Ireland here. So if you get a chance anywhere, maybe you're watching this not in Ireland, and you're thinking about what sort of beers good to look out for, this one, Trouble Brewing Vietnam IPA, put that on your list. It's a banger. Okay, cheers, and it's on to the next one, and I can't reach over because I've moved the barrel back, so see you later.